NATO war planners fear it most. Just 10 Russian fighter jets, armed with hypersonic missiles, stealth tech, and Mach 3 engines could shatter Europe's air defenses in less than 48 hours and rewrite the balance of global power. Kicking off our countdown is a fighter NATO pilots still fear in close-range combat. The legendary Mikoyan MiG-29 Fulcrum. Built to challenge America's F-16, this multi-role jet isn't just fast, it's lethal. It races through the skies at 1,491 miles per hour, with a combat range of 1,300 miles, stretching 57 feet long with a 37-foot wingspan. More than 1,600 have been built, each costing about $23 million, proving how vital it remains to Russia's air strategy. Its insane thrust-to-weight ratio makes it one of the most agile fighters ever built, capable of outmaneuvering almost anything NATO can deploy. The MiG-29's arsenal includes R-73 and R-77 air-to-air missiles, and a 30mm G-301 cannon, and its IRST system can silently track targets without radar. Modernized versions like the MiG-29 SMT now include upgraded avionics, radar, and precision strike capabilities. Even more dangerous, it can launch from short, rugged runways, making ambush deployments possible anywhere. For NATO pilots, seeing a Fulcrum on radar usually means one thing: the fight will be fast, close, and unforgiving. Sailing into the 9th spot is a jet that takes Russian firepower beyond its borders, the carrier-based MiG-29 Kelvin's Fulcrum D. Designed to launch from the decks of warships, it dominates the seas with a range of 1,900 miles and a top speed of 1,367 miles per hour. Measuring 57 feet long with a 39-foot wingspan, only 89 were ever built, but each $4 or $5 million unit is a specialized killer. Its folding wings, reinforced landing gear, and corrosion-resistant materials make it a true maritime predator. The Sukhoi radar can track multiple targets more than 75 miles away, giving it a decisive edge before the enemy even knows it's there. Armed with R-77 air-to-air missiles, Kh-35 anti-ship weapons, and precision-guided bombs, it can destroy aircraft, vessels, and ground targets all in one mission. A modern fly-by-wire system and advanced cockpit give pilots unmatched control during high-stress carrier operations. Deployed from ships like the Admiral Kuznetsov, the MiG-29 Kelvins turns any naval group into a floating fortress. NATO commanders know that once this jet takes off, the ocean is no longer a safe place. Dominating the skies in 8th place is a Cold War giant that refuses to age, the Sukhoi Su-35 Flanker. Originally built to crush the F-15, this air superiority fighter still commands respect decades later. It blasts through the atmosphere at 1,553 miles per hour, with a maximum range of 2,190 miles, measuring 72 feet in length with a 48-foot wingspan. About 680 were built at a cost of $30 million each, and their impact reshaped Russia's entire fighter doctrine. With a capacity to carry up to 17,600 pounds of weapons, including R-27 and R-73 missiles, the Su-27 remains a flying arsenal. Its radar and IRST systems can detect targets far beyond visual range, while its aerodynamic design and massive internal fuel load give it unmatched range and agility. In dogfights, its maneuverability is legendary, often leaving NATO pilots struggling to keep up. Electronic countermeasures make it difficult to hit, and its altitude performance lets it dominate at the top of the battle space. The Su-27's design was so ahead of its time that newer jets like the Su-30 and Su-35 are direct descendants. Even today, its silhouette on radar sends a clear message: the hunter is airborne. Soaring into 7th place is the Sukhoi Su-35, a carrier-based air superiority fighter built to defend Russia's fleets far beyond its shores. With a range of 1,860 miles and a top speed of 1,430 miles per hour, this 70-foot jet with a 48-foot wingspan is the backbone of naval air defense. Only 48 were built, each costing around $45 million, but its power is unmatched at sea. Reinforced for carrier operations, it launches with canards, thrust-vectoring engines, and refueling capabilities that extend its reach. Armed with R-27 and R-73 missiles and guided bombs, it can strike enemy aircraft and ships before they approach Russian waters. Its radar, EW suite, and agility make it a deadly shield for carrier groups, often intercepting threats long before they're detected. Operating from the Admiral Kuznetsov, it ensures Russian naval dominance in contested seas. NATO commanders know that if the Su-33 is airborne, any attempt to breach Russia's maritime perimeter will be met with overwhelming force. Entering the sixth spot is a new generation evolution of the Fulcrum family, the MiG-35, Russia's leap into 4.5 generation air combat. With a range of 1,900 miles, a top speed of 1,305 miles per hour, and a 57-foot frame with a 39-foot span, it's built for the battles of tomorrow. Only 8 units exist so far, each costing around $40 million, but they pack cutting-edge capabilities. Its Sukhoi Su-35 radar detects targets over 190 miles away, while advanced IRST and electronic warfare systems give it an edge against stealth threats. The MiG-35 carries precision-guided bombs, anti-ship missiles, and advanced BVR weapons, enabling multi-target engagement across air, land, and sea. Network-centric communication links it to other aircraft and ground units, creating a coordinated battlefield picture. Its reduced radar cross-section and agility make it a fierce adversary in close combat. Although rare, it signals Russia's ambition to challenge Western fighters like the Eurofighter and Rafale. Facing a MiG-35 isn't just a dogfight, it's a glimpse into the future of Russian air power. Claiming the 5th rank is the Sukhoi Su-30, a multi-role heavyweight that blends range, payload, and flexibility like few others. Capable of flying 1,900 miles at 1,320 miles per hour, this 72-foot aircraft with a 48-foot wingspan dominates air, ground, and sea missions alike. Around 630 have been built, each costing about $45 million, forming a massive part of Russia's active fleet. Twin thrust vectoring engines give it super maneuverability, allowing it to outturn most NATO fighters. It carries Kh-31 anti-ship missiles, Ka-B-500 guided bombs, and a range of air-to-air weapons, striking multiple targets simultaneously. Its advanced avionics, radar, and electronic warfare systems make it lethal in both offensive and defensive roles. The Su-30's presence in Allied air forces worldwide extends Russia's strategic reach far beyond its borders. Whether escorting bombers, destroying ships, or engaging enemy fighters, it's the aircraft Russia trusts to win the toughest battles. And in a real conflict, this jet would likely be among the first to challenge NATO in the skies. Crashing into 4th place is the Sukhoi Su-34 Fullback, a fighter-bomber feared for its ability to strike deep behind enemy lines and survive. With a massive 2,485-mile range, a top speed of 1,181 miles per hour, and a 73-foot frame with a 48-foot wingspan, it carries 17,000 pounds of weapons. Around 163 have been built, each costing about $36 million, making it one of Russia's most valuable strike assets. Its armored cockpit and side-by-side seating keep pilots protected on long-range missions. Advanced radar and terrain-following systems allow low-altitude penetration, while precision missiles and guided bombs deliver devastating blows. It can engage air threats if intercepted, blurring the line between bomber and fighter. The Su-34 plays a key role in deep strike missions and suppression of NATO air defenses. Once deployed, it doesn't just bomb targets, it dismantles entire battle plans before the enemy knows it's coming. Racing into 3rd is the MiG-31 Foxhound, a machine built for one purpose: to intercept and destroy before anything reaches Russian airspace. This monster covers 3,355 miles, hits blistering speeds of 1,865 miles per hour, and measures 74 feet with a 44-foot wingspan. With 519 units built at about $33 million each, it's the fastest operational fighter interceptor in Russia's arsenal. Operating at over 65,000 feet, it can track 10 targets simultaneously with its powerful Zaslon phased array radar. Armed with R-33 and R-37M missiles capable of hitting targets more than 200 miles away, it's a nightmare for NATO bombers and cruise missiles. Modernized MiG-31BM variants add strike and even anti-satellite capabilities, turning it into a strategic multi-role platform. Its patrols cover massive distances, often intercepting threats before they ever reach their targets. Against this aircraft, speed isn't an advantage, it's survival. Securing the runner-up spot is the Sukhoi Su-35 Flanker-E, a 4.5 generation multi-role powerhouse built for total air dominance. With a 2,800-mile range, a top speed of 1,491 miles per hour, a 72-foot length, and a 50-foot wingspan, this jet is pure power in motion. Around 151 have been built, each costing roughly $65 million. Its argosy radar can detect stealth aircraft and track 30 targets, while 3D thrust vectoring gives it unmatched agility. Carrying over 17,600 pounds of weapons, including precision missiles and bombs, it's deadly in dogfights and long-range strikes. Advanced EW systems and a reduced radar signature make it hard to detect and harder to kill. Frequently deployed to shadow NATO aircraft, the Su-35 forces enemy pilots to push their skills to the limit. When it takes to the skies, the balance of power shifts immediately. Topping our list is Russia's most advanced weapon, the Sukhoi Su-57 Felon, a fifth-generation stealth fighter built to rival the F-22 and F-35. With a 2,800-mile range, a top speed of 1,616 miles per hour, a 66-foot length, and a 46-foot wingspan, it blends speed, stealth, and sophistication. Only 32 exist so far, each costing about $35 million. Its radar-absorbent design, internal weapon bays, and low-infrared signature make it almost invisible to enemy sensors. Equipped with AESA radar, sensor fusion, supercruise, and advanced EW systems, it's engineered for total air superiority. It carries next-gen weapons like the K-77M and Kh-59 Mk2 and is expected to field hypersonic missiles soon. Built to penetrate defenses and strike high-value targets, the Su-57 is more than a fighter, it's the future of Russian air dominance. These war machines are more than just jets, they're symbols of power that keep NATO commanders awake at night, rewriting the rules of air dominance with every flight. Subscribe for more deep dives into global military power, like the video, share it with others, and tell us in the comments which jet impressed you most.